took some losses they never would know. Took the long route, they had cut me before. We was down bad, talking broken and broke. Now I'm dealing, hoping it's all for the low. Get high or low, get your dough back. Get high or low, get your dough back. Ain't selling no mid, it's a whole pack. And young and I give you the whole pack. Get high or low, get your dough back. Get high or low, get your dough back. Ain't selling no mid, it's a whole pack. And young and I give you the whole pack for real.
Yo, welcome back. Y'all know what it is. It's Highs with Low, and I am your host, Low. Y'all, I'm so glad to be back with y'all. I think we getting pretty good at this thing, man. It's been a little while now. We a few weeks in and we're rolling. Man, big shout out to God. He just keeps me going in this, man. He just keeps blessing me. Man, it's random times like I'm just shopping. I'm with the family. I'm picking up my kids from school, and he just dropped something on me that came from my experience in the past. Of hey, pretty much like, son, this is something you can talk about. You know about this, right? You have experience in this, and so the people need to hear that. And I instantly go to my notes and I transfer it there, and we hear, and I keep coming back. So big shout out to God. Thank you so much for keeping me in this. Shout out to Keith, my dog, my production team, the Wallace Media Company, doing his thing. Y'all, I wouldn't be here. It wouldn't look this good without him. So just wanted to do some of that. But y'all, today, I'm bringing y'all something really, really good that I know we need to talk about. And y'all, this might be a little sensitive topic here, but it has to be said, and somebody had to say it. So look real close. Listen to me. You are not the star of every team you play for. Yeah, you not. Yeah, like I'm talking about Steph Curry at the job, but Eric Snow at the crib. Yeah. I'm talking KD at the workplace and Aaron McKee in your marriage. You really a role player in certain spaces, and you just think you the star everywhere because you the star at one place in your life. I'm here to tell you that's not the case, and you have to be really aware of that. And it's up to you to recognize that. And so today I want to talk about understanding and knowing your role. And hoop, we like to say, know your personnel, KYP. Like, there are certain rooms you're in, there are certain groups and communities that you're a part of where some of the big dogs, some of the top performers are saying to the other top performers, hey, KYP, don't pass that man the ball. This ain't his moment, right? But you may be in another room or another space in your life where you really KD with it. You Bron, like you the one, you leading the team. They go to you. But some of us have a problem with being that, but going to another space and having to sit on the bench. And so y'all know I always keep it real with y'all, and I make this relatable. Man, that's happened to me before. I'm actually in that season right now. However, it makes me excited. I think about my wife, and y'all will hear me talk about her a lot, because that is my beautiful, my baby, my everything, my forever. And so with that being said, Rachel has done a lot for me. She sacrificed for me, right? Let me tell y'all a little bit about her. I'm going to brag on her real quick. On paper, I'm chopped liver compared to her. I'm talking about, man, she's so smart, graduated from USC. Shout out to the Gamecocks, right? I mean, same experience as me. We met at the job, right? And on paper, she's LeBron. Right? But quickly, favor poured upon me, right? And I made the right moves, met the right people, performed at the right times, and I struck fire fast at the job. So after we met and we were together and we started at the same place, the ball was in my hand and I hooped. Like, I promoted. God was with me. He allowed me to make the right decisions. And I started to promote fast. I started to climb the ladder fast. And so there was a decision she had to make. We were here in Columbia, South Carolina, and we were, thinking about, like, how does our future look? I had an opportunity to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, and promote to a manager level. And here she is, still trying to climb, still doing her thing. She's still great at her job, but I got the ball a little faster, right? It's my turn. And she had the person that's bigger on paper. I just told you, she's Bron in comparison to me, right? a lot of years spent on her education, a lot of hard work. She looked me in my face and told me, "No, you got the hot hand. Let's ride it." And y'all, I think that's probably one of the biggest factors in what made me fall in love. Y'all, you know how sacrificial it is to know your runway and to know like how big you can really get and how far you can really go, and to say, I'll put me on pause for you. That's what she did. She knew at that point that I was AI, and it was time for her to ride the hot hand, and that right now we gotta go. So we moved. I went to Raleigh. We lived apart, right? And she transferred, still staying at the level that she was already at. Could have been a manager if she stayed in Columbia, I'm sure, eventually. We don't know that for sure, but I'm sure, right? And so here we are in Raleigh. It happens again. Y'all, I'm still going for 40. I'm still hitting every shot. Favor is still pouring upon me. It's still working, right? And more resources coming, like more opportunities coming. And here we are again, where it's time to make another big decision. Hey, I can promote. I have an opportunity to go to Charlotte. Like, and just so you all know, a little side quest, my wife and I always wanted to land in Charlotte. We're from Columbia. Well, I'm from Columbia. She's from Aiken. And so Charlotte was a little bit far out, but still really close to home for us to get back to our families and stuff. But at the same time, it allowed us to get away from where we're from and build something on our own. And so Charlotte was the landing place. And so I had an opportunity to get to our dream city and promote again. And here she is building her brand, right? Building her resume, starting over from scratch again. Don't forget, on paper, she's Bron. But at this moment, being sacrificial, she had to make another decision. And guess what she did? She decided, the ball is in your hands. You're hot. Keep shooting. We riding a hot hand. Let's ride. And so at that point, we moved again. And so at this point, let's go to my perspective. Here I am. We're about 3 years into this scenario, this relationship, right? Now we're engaged. I've had the ball in my hands. I've had the hot hand. I've been the scorer. I've been the primary. I've been the star, right, in this professional world for 3 years. I'm used to this role. This is what I have to go out and do. This is what it's been. And so with that, man, you can start to get the big head. Like, yeah, like it's me. I'm the big dog stomping with the big dogs, right? Like it's me. Yeah, right? But I always was aware that she was Bron. She was the one, that she had something too, that she was great, that favor I was getting, it wasn't pouring on me, it was pouring on us. And God was using her to progress us as a unit. And I always knew that, because when you're married, like when you're serious about that thing, like when you really step in with your partner, you become one. And so at that point, I knew that my momentum would stop and it would shift. And so when we got to Charlotte, I decided, hey, look, it's time for you. Like, it's time for us to ride your hot hand. You got it. And so at the same very time when I decided, hey, God, I pray that it's my turn to be sacrificial. I pray that I can take a step back and allow her to flourish. She's given me so many years of sacrifice. She's played the back professionally for so long that, Lord, I just pray that she can finally come to the forefront and get everything she deserves. And God did exactly that. He blessed her with an opportunity, y'all, to join a bank, right? And not just be a part of it, but to lead it, right? And to be the big dog, the head honcho, Bron. And Charlotte, if you know, is the banking capital of America. All banking headquarters, for the most part, the major ones, are in Charlotte. And so it's so funny how God is. He's so good, but he allowed that momentum to shift. And guess what? Bron is on the court dropping 40 right now. And I'm on the bench clapping like, let's go. Not looking to check in at all. right? And so the reality of it is, at some point the momentum will shift back. And if it doesn't, that's cool. But like, we have to realize that you have seasons where you are going to be the primary player, where you're going to be the star, where honestly you're going to have a lot of pressure. It's not all glitter and glam. It's not all sweet for real. Like, at the end of the day, it's not easy to be the star. It's not easy to carry a team. It's not easy to be the one that people lean on and depend on. So on top of, you getting all the recognition, on top of you getting the attention, on top of you making money and all that, you still got to perform. You still got to show up, right? So number one, if you want to be KD, if you want to be Steph in a certain area of your life, be ready for that. All right? But also, don't be mad when you got to be Eric Snow. I'm going to stop violating Eric Snow. Don't be mad when you got to be a role player, right? Like, it's okay. You are not the star of every team you play for. All right? So just keep that in mind as you go through life, that there are seasons where you're going to have the hot hand, and there's going to be times that you got to be okay with passing the ball. All right. And you got to be just as supportive, just as excited, right? Just as gung-ho as you was before when you had the ball in your hand, when it was all about you, when people were coming to celebrate you, right? Man, I love right now that my wife is winning. I love right now that she's killing it, doing her thing, turning up, having fun doing it, right? She deserves that. And so with that being said, understand when it's time to sit back and support. And when it's time to get the ball back in your hands, be ready, right? Always be ready, because you never know when that season is coming, all right? So with that being said, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share and comment. Are you Bron? Are you Steph? Or in your group chat, you Aaron McKie? I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all have a good week. Highs with low.
It off. I remember sleeping at my mama's house. Ran it up. I was stacking up while they was popping out. Stay down. I ain't lose no.